Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Welcome to the roasted aubergine, spinach, red lentil moussaka. Well, this is my version of a vegetarian moussaka. The aubergines, roasting. Always remember when we're cutting things to use the claw. They want to be just about a good quarter of an inch thick. And then we are going to sprinkle them with oil and a good oil tray and roast them until they are really tender, as you can see here. You want to get your finger in. Nothing worse than an undercooked aubergine. Our spinach, I'm using frozen. As you see, we're squeezing it out to get all the water, frying off some onions and garlic, and then mixing it through. And we are only really seasoning this with a little bit of salt. Red lentils. Red lentils are wonderful because you don't have to soak them. We're frying off our onions and garlic, and we are going to mix in our homeopathic dose of chili, some herbs de Provence, our tomato paste, and we are then going to season it with my most favourite tamari. Here's our herbs de Provence going in here, probably about two teaspoons. Red lentils, when you're cooking them, you want to get them that they are really nice and firm, because this is what holds the layers of the moussaka together. Lentils, particularly red lentils, double amounts of water to get them to this really nice firm texture. It's always a good guide when you're cooking lentils to know how much water to put in approximately double. These only take 10 to 15 minutes. Our tomato paste going in here. As you will see, what we want is that they still have a little bite to them, because when you put the dish together and push it down, the lentils then continue cooking out, and as I said, they give this lovely firm layer. If you're stuffing a pepper, always make more red lentils when you're cooking them, because they're such a great thing to have in the fridge. Here we are now, coming up beautiful and juicy and lovely, as you can see them here. We are now going to test them. I like to put them on a dish just to make sure that we've got them in this nice al dente space. Our potatoes for the top. Slice them about good, again the same size as the aubergines, and then we are going to then blanch them in the water here for about 2 to 3 minutes. Our instant white sauce. I'm using proper milk here. You can use any alternative you want. We're simply going to flavour it with a little vegetable bouillon and then thicken it with, as you can see here, some corn flour. Instant white sauce. Once you put it back on the heat here, it doesn't take long. Finished. Our dish for this dish needs to be well oiled, and first of all we're going to put in the bottom a layer of the red lentils. Spread that out nice and evenly. This is our first bake. I always put the red lentils in the bottom, then you've got something nice to lift it out from when it can't. It always looks good this way. Our aubergines, layer them in. We are always going to, when we're doing this, to pack it down really well. Spinach evenly spread over, and then more aubergines. Here we have the second layer, and then we are then going to put in our rest of our red lentils, and then to cover it with the final amount of the roasted aubergines. Then we are going to put on our potatoes on the top, still nice and warm, and spread them over. When you put your potatoes on the top, pull them back from the edge, as you can see, because if you put the potatoes right to the edge, the sauce will spill over the edge much more easily. Where if you give yourself a little gap round the side, as you can see, I'm trying to move that in here now to give myself a little gap for the sauce to run down so it doesn't all flow over the dish. Spreading over our white sauce. I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian, mostly vegetarian. grated cheese on top, and then about 40 minutes at 180 degrees. And voila, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, we have our roasted aubergine spinach layer bake. We're going to cut it now and see how we've got with these layers here. It's always better to get 2 spoons when you're taking this out, because you need something to hold it against. Everybody, the roasted aubergine, spinach, red lentil, moussaka, cooked with love, especially for you. Thank you.